Good day, dear brothers and sisters. We are now in the fourth Sunday of Advent, according to the liturgical calendar of the Roman Catholic Church. Ask for a sign. We tend to look for signs to help us understand some things in life. To know the person with whom they consider as their forever, they look for a sign. To help them decide what course to take in college, they look for a sign. One time, a board exam taker asked, "Father, what is God's sign for me that I will pass the licensure examination for teachers?" I replied, "Sorry, but I don't have an answer to that question. But if you did well in your studies and practice teaching, you will know." We ask God for signs, but God never responds by giving us a blueprint of His plan for us. God never wants us to be siguristas and oportunistas like Ahaz in the first reading. God calls us to dream, to discern, and to decide. In the Gospel, we have Mary and Joseph. Both of them had a wonderful plan for each other. Why? Because they loved. Because they loved each other, they planned to have a family. But God intervened and interrupted their love plan. Mary received a vocation to be the mother of the Son of God, to which she said yes. When Joseph discovered that the woman whom he loved was already pregnant, he was so distressed. Plan A was destroyed, but there was something more. In his distress, Joseph was made to understand by God through an angel that he had a bigger and better plan for him, for Mary, for their child, and even for the future. And that includes us. Joseph and Mary dreamt, discerned, and decided based on what they had planned. But when God's plan was unleashed to them, it was the Lord who found the way that his dream could be discerned. Amidst shame and the possible punishment, God supported them through and through in doing and following God's plan. In all of these, Mary and Joseph trusted in God and in how God would bring into fulfillment what He has begun. We might have our own ambitions, decisions, and projects in life. How can God use them to become part of His greater story? Personal story. Before I entered the Salesians of Don Bosco, I thought that my professional career as a teacher, writer, columnist, scholar, and catechist was the all. But God asks for more. I felt so insufficient, and so I begged Him to sustain me with such graces to fulfill His will for me. When I surrendered my career, my plan, my ambition, even my loves, I gradually learned how His will for me continues to unfold even in my own imperfections, limitations, and sins. What I thought of as my dream, the Lord keeps me awake to see and relish how He realizes His dreams for me. The journey of being God's collaborator is never easy, but the God of surprises will never leave us alone and empty-handed. He sustains, He remains, He consoles. When we let God be God, we realize that the Advent journey is not a season that passes, but a treasured moment that ushers us to the God who can work wonders. Instead of asking God for a sign, tell God, Maranatha, come, Lord Jesus. Mark my word. To know